fun. Cool Hand Lance Show. Tommy's back.
Hey.
Say hi, Tommy.
Hi.
We had so much fun the last time, we decided to run it back one more again. AKA, we ain't got a lot of shit to do, guys.
Also, hashtag the real part 2.
Right? Yeah. We did promise you a part 2.
Original was kind of weak.
Yeah, we didn't really post it. I'm going to blame it on the drinking. I'm just going to do that.
That was definitely
there was a lot. But you know how this show goes. This one, we wanted to try to streamline it, but it's us talking, so it'll go.
Streamlined.
Today is brought to you by Pabst and Sky. Sky again?
Yep.
Pabst and Sky. The beer of choice, because we're drinking it.
Damn straight. I'll cheers to that.
Cheers to that. No, so today we want to talk to a little bit about hobbies.
Yeah.
And things to do. I want to start off with this. And here's my assessment of hobbies. I believe all hobbies, if taken out of context, are dumb as shit when you think about them. All of them. Okay, so...
One of my favorite hobbies is drinking. So...
No, I'm sorry. That's insane. Not all hobbies. You just disproved me. I'm gonna need it, right? But here's the other thing. So people here, I feel like, especially where we work, we don't get to say the name because they don't pay us, and we say crazy shit, and we don't want them to be associated and fire us,
right?
But here's the thing. So here, there's two main hobbies. You have people that are gamers, and you have people that are hikers. I'm more of an in-betweener. I do a little bit of both. More gaming. I don't play a lot of games. I watch a lot of movies, read things, write things.
I'm mostly in that same...
Right.
But
right.
I also do like to get outside.
But also, when I hear a lot sometimes the hikers being like, oh, they're in their little fantasy world and they're slaying dragons, blah, blah. I'm like, in my head, if you take it out of context and think about it, oh, so you walked up that big-ass hill to take a picture to show your friends. You walked up a big-ass hill, ironically sharing nature through electronics.
Through electronics.
Yeah, right? Like, it's...
Through some of those unnatural...
I guess so. Like, you'd like to, again, or like, people who ride bikes, like almost... Like, okay, cool, if you're going somewhere, that's fine.
For like
but
transportation.
And they say going down, I'm sure that's fun. You're not enjoying going up there. That's actually... I mean, I guess people did, but like, again, you just rolled up that big-ass hill in spandex. So all your friends with spandex who ride up big-ass hills would be like, that's dope. And then, right, like, that's your thing?
Anytime I'm riding a bike, it's because I need to get somewhere faster than on foot, and I'm usually just in whatever I'm wearing. Yeah. And every time I hit uphill, I'm like, well, I'm getting off and walking this fucker.
You know, ironically, people make fun of people like, like the Dungeons and Dragons and LARPers. And it's like, actually, you put that into the right context, that shit is way cooler than anything we're doing. You know, I've seen this thing that was like, it was a medieval knights battle royal. They're fighting with swords and armor, like they weren't sharp, but they're beating the shit out of each other with these things. Oh, yeah. And I was like, I'm sorry, that's a way cooler hobby than I've ever seen. I've even watched people, not that cool one, but I've seen the LARP thing. I was high as shit.
Yeah.
I was high as shit walking through Golden Gate Park. And I walk out, and these motherfuckers are throwing little foam balls at each other and weird. And I was like doing it, and I was high as shit, and I watched them, and I was like, here's the thing. I don't think I've ever had that much joy doing anything in my fucking life.
That much fun.
The sheer pleasure on these people. People walking by laughing at me. They didn't pay attention. You know, like, if you were there, you might have been like, and people are going, oh, this is weird. They're making fun of my cape. Like, they didn't give a shit.
So, you know what? One thing that me and my buddies used to do in high school, and this is going to sound really, like, close to that, but we didn't have any fantasy stuff. We just want to beat each other up. We went out and bought a bunch of PVC pipe and, those,
the foam around it.
Foam,
you were LARPing, bro.
Water.
You were LARPing.
Yeah. And you wrap a bunch of duct tape around it, and you just smash the hell out of each other.
Here's the thing.
But the only difference is we didn't have we didn't dress up or anything. We just hit each other.
See, that's kind of cool.
Foam
but
weapons.
Me. Well, we like, oh, people should have imagination, get away from the screen, and we still make fun of it. I think there's ways that you could draw me in. I mean, me personally, I'm already a geek, but if you did some shit like, we're gonna do like Highlander LARPing. What? Yeah, we're going to have these PVC things, and whenever you see this person when they're not working, you can sword fight them into... yes! Yes!
Oh, like on the move.
Yeah! You turn your neighborhood and then they'll be like, oh, the weird dude sword fighting. I was like, well, I'm not selling crack. What do you care? Right?
So kind of just a game where everyone gets a foam weapon, and
Yeah.
when you see someone else,
You sword fight the shit out of
yeah.
them.
If you happen to have your foam
There
weapon,
can
on
be
you,
only one.
One.
Also, you probably have to have some kind of witness there to be like, nah, he got you in that one.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Right?
However, I guess the one downside of that would be like you'd be having to carry your foam weapon everywhere you go.
You would.
Like the Highlander.
Because I'd be coming for your head.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm the guy that's going to take it. Okay, here's the perfect example. People make fun. Do you ever see that fucking movie Tag?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I would play that.
Do you see? But the way they were ready to take it serious like that, if I wasn't going to get arrested.
Right.
Yeah. Why would I ever do any, like, fuck my job?
I mean, I might
Tag.
not. I mean, I might not go to the levels they did.
I wouldn't.
But
oh man, Hawkeye in that movie, he's way better than anything he did in the Avengers. That dude, some of the shit he did, and then near death, I was just like, I almost teared up at that movie. I was like, this is the amount of like pointless frivolity, but commitment I've ever seen to anything. And I was like, that's a friend group right there.
So, this is just a random side fact. The reason he wasn't in the Avengers Infinity War movie is because when he was making that movie, he, like, fell on set and broke both his arms. And that's why because it was right before he was supposed to, like, he did that movie right before he was supposed to do.
The man does his own stunts.
I think it was just, like, a small stunt, you know?
Here's the thing, I would never be my own stunt guy. I just don't think. All right, back on track.
Right.
Let's go with something. Give me a hobby that you heard of that you're like, what the fuck, bro? Why come? Why come?
This is going to go out to my climbers. Climbing.
Oh, boy. Can't wait. Great subject. I hope you guys are listening. You about to get roasted. Go ahead.
No, it's just that, like, I mean, I have mad respect for those climbers because that shit is fucking scary and fucking hard to do. But those are the exact two reasons why I would never do climbing.
But see, here's the thing. Like, for me, it's like, I can't even justify when they're like, oh, it's the adrenaline. Like, bro, ride a bike. Run with the bulls. That sounds better. I just don't like. I watched what's that stupid climbing movie?
Freestyle?
Terrified me. I don't even like seeing people in high spaces. It's disgusting and stupid. And the fact that people take their children up there. Oh, my 12-year-old son. What? Yeah. That's child abuse. I would divorce my wife if she ever say some dumb shit like that. You gonna take my child off the ground? Not in a plane? You're stupid.
However, like, it just goes back to the fact that, like, that's, yeah, out of context. Like, oh, you just decided to go climb this sheer mountain face that's thousands of feet in the air, and sometimes it could take you, like, 4 or 5 days.
But here's the crazy thing.
And you have to sleep.
I feel like most people...
You have to sleep on a hammock, like, 3,000 feet or higher.
And here's the thing. It's so amazing, I don't feel like they get the credit. Because the reason why I'm like, that's the dumbest thing ever, like, that's what? It's insane. Like, it literally is impressive and all that. And I was like, here's the thing. You're never going to get the credit you actually deserved. Like, no, I don't care how long it took you to do it. You did that's impressive. I'm never going to wrap my arms around you like that. People will play a stupid game and in a pickup meaningless basketball game, hit a fadeaway and yell Kobe, and I damn near want to adopt the person. Right? They do that shit and I'm just like, why? Like, that's not as bad as the people that, like, base jump. That shit is like, you should be shot out of the sky.
Well, now, see, if I had an easy way to get on top of a mountain, I would go base jumping. Like, if someone could drop me off in a helicopter.
Can you explain that for me? You want to bet.
It's the adrenaline.
Perfectly good mountain. Yeah. You know, I mean, you could do speed or, like, I'm not promoting drugs, but, like, if I want to feel a rush and put my life in danger, I can do it on my couch.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. I joked about running with the bulls. Another thing. What the fuck why do I need to run from a bull? Like, I don't understand. Like, here's the thing. I'm going to trample a motherfucker to get out that bull's way. I've seen them throw people up. And it's not like they're on grass. They're like running on cobblestone roads. Yeah. And you're going to die. No, people don't die doing that. Like, well, they should. Because it stopped motherfuckers.
Some people die every year just doing the run of the bulls.
Those motherfuckers that go.
The ones who can't run as fast.
You see those rally cars with the weird fins on top? And they outside and they actually have courses, which is better. Because NASA, driving in a circle, we'll talk. That needs its own 30 minutes on how dumb that is.
That's the dumbest sport and
however, the fans are slightly smarter than the ones that go to those derbies. Because you see those things flip over and tumble on the fans all the time. And they're doing that. Like, here's the thing. I feel like the machine, the roll cage, and all that, it's pretty gonna be okay unless something goes like that. The person inside is probably gonna be fine.
Mm-hmm.
You're not.
Yeah, the 10 people you crashed into,
and then here's the thing. I've never heard of. I've never watched enough to know. Does it stop after that point, or motherfuckers are like, you did? Oh, but Bobby Lee is winning. Woo! I got my life saving on Bobby Lee. Is that racist that I call him Bobby Lee?
Not really. All those sports are basically just designed by white rednecks.
Yeah.
So no, but like the point with climbing, see, that's why like from the outside, it's more just like I equate to the same thing as going on like backpacking, like 10, 12-mile hikes. I will not do that shit because like why expend all that energy to go?
I mean,
see,
but
like
here's
this really cool thing. Like, just bring me back.
Let me argue. Okay. Compared that to climbing a fucking mountain, which is just idiotic.
Well, it's constant.
But here's the thing. I get it. But here's the thing. I could stick my feet in the water, in a river somewhere, find a swimming hole. Maybe we catch some fish. We do some little campfires. Maybe I'm with a lady. Maybe I get some outdoor boutte.
Sure.
All those things are great. Here's the thing. If I'm up on a mountain, you know how they have their little tents? If we're sleeping there, I have to sleep on the side of the mountain. These are things that won't happen. I'm definitely not fucking on the side of the mountain. There's no way. I know the things you wax an ass on the side of the mountain, dog. No, dead serious. You wax my ass on the side of the mountain. Would you? You're on a little tent thing. She's like, oh man, being up an absurd amount of, certain death really turns me on. Don't touch me, bitch. Don't touch me. Don't look at me. Breathe.
We are like 9,000 feet up in the air right now.
Also, I'm getting
side of a mountain.
I'm sleeping close to the mountain. I'm not sleeping on the other side. This is not going to happen.
Right. So
do you strap in? I
think you strap.
It's terrifying.
So what I would say that like camping is like the lazy person's backpacking, whereas like skydiving is like the lazy person's climbing.
I can see that. Why the fuck would I jump out of a perfectly good plane though?
For fun.
But here's the thing. I think memories are overrated. Do you have memories so vivid that you're transported back there? Because people imagine it being like, I close my eyes and I'm free falling again. No, you're not. You're some proximity of what you remember. It's like there are women that I'm like, damn, she was great in bed. I can think about it, but I can't feel it again. I can get aroused and, enjoy my free time. Don't judge me. This is my show. I talk about what I want to. I can enjoy my own company, or if I was an asshole, enjoy the company of another person while I'm thinking about it, her. Right? But people create these memories, and I think they're so big on these memories or these grandiose memories that they're like, do that again. I feel like it's much more fulfilling for me, like the small things, like having these conversations. Oh man, I can almost place myself into the idea of doing a podcast or doing those things. Those small things that reoccur, that means like, you ever have those friendship deja vus where you're just out on the balcony and you're smoking a joint or you're smoking a cigarette with your friend. You've done it 20,000 times, but it feels so comfortable, so perfect. That's memories that are like hard to erase because they compound. Now, some of those stories will blend into the others, but that seems more powerful than being like, this one time I jumped off a fucking building.
So that's but that's again where like because like that's the hobby of drinking. You're sitting, you remember like myself, just constantly. So I think that's where climbers get the same, because they do it all the time. Now jumping out of a plane, that's like something I want to do, but like once, maybe twice, if I liked it the first time. But like eventually, like I feel like the odds start to drop after about the second time of jumping out of a fucking plane at 30,000 feet. Plus, I would absolutely have someone strapped behind me controlling everything.
But here's the thing. I can 100% pretty much guarantee that I'll never die on a bungee jumping accident. I can guarantee not going to die and I don't know, a cliff jumping accident. I'm never going to die getting killed by sharks. I'm never going to get mauled by a tiger. I don't really fuck with zoos like that. That shit is depressing. I don't understand why people go to... That shit is sick. It's animal jail. What this nigga do?
Can we later actually get into a full section?
Oh, absolutely.
Fucked up zoos are?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
But going back to the like hobbies and recreation, like I get it, and I think people should have hobbies. You got to keep busy.
I
You got to